7 under par, 65 to lead the way by 1 stroke, but certainly plenty of red-hot rounds.
Yeah, you gotta look out for PK, the Thai flag right there. 2 under par yesterday. She's off to a decently good start today. She's had a lot of experience on the LPGA. Not many people are familiar with that name. She's played on there for 8 years. Now she's playing on the Thai LPGA, played a little bit on the China LPGA. She's already won multiple times this year, so I'll be watching out for her today.
You see the amateur at the bottom there as well, Patricia Sinalungan with a round of 1 under par 71. And this is how things stand on the team's leaderboard after day 1. And really, it was just a dominant performance, wasn't it, from the team of So Yeon Yu and Bo Mi Lee?
It's going to take a lot to catch up to that pair, but in a team format, anything can happen. 2 scores do count. So both players have to play well. So if Soyeon and Bomi have a not so good day today, and let's say your Lydia or Pauline and Princess has a great day today, then we could see the gap being a lot closer after day 2.
Yeah, no question. And like you mentioned, Lydia Ko, 6 under par, 66. Momoka Kabori, tough first day, 4 over par. Certainly is. Well, let's take a look at some of our feature matches today. Group number 9, the pair of Christina Yoko and Patricia Sinalungan. A couple of amateurs. Christina Yoko, 2 over par yesterday. Patricia Sinalungan with a round of 1 under par 71. And then the Japanese pair of Kokona Sakurai and Maria Shinohara.
And right after them is the Thai and Kiwi grouping. Sarapon, who won on the Thai LPGA early on this year. Not a great start yesterday, so she's going to want to bring her A game today. And as, like I said, PK, a name to watch out for today. She's won 3 times already this year. Really solid start yesterday. Just 1 drop shot. And teeing up with them is your former world number 1. Ended the day with a beautiful eagle on the 18th. And Momoka, who's also had multiple wins this year.
And our final group, the Philippine pair of Pauline Del Rosario and Princess Mary Supra. Well, we know Princess Mary yesterday, that round of 6 under par, 66. And 23-year-old Pauline Del Rosario, she plays on the Epson Tour, a couple of wins on mini tours the last 12 months in the US. And So Yeon Yu, Bo Mi Lee, So Yeon Yu, 7 under, led the way after day 1, 2-time major champion. And Bo Mi Lee, well, she wants to take a look at some live golf. Lydia Ko, she's 1 under par today, 7 under par, and currently leading the way. This is her second at the par 4 7th.
Pretty straightforward iron shot here. I want to just start this just left of that TV tower there.
Oh, wow, that's a severe misjudgment, isn't it, with a wedge in hand?
I don't think she caught all of that. Probably a mishit, which is shocking for Lydia.
Princess Mary, Supra. At the 6th, the par 5 for birdie down the hill.
Be interesting to see what she does today and how she backs that round that she had yesterday. And it's going to really tell us her mental game on day 2, how she's feeling.
After that severe miscue, it can only be said with the second shot. This is the third.
Well, she's got one of the best short games on the LPGA, if not the best. This is going to be close.
Oh, jeez, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well,
Single 9 makes a difference.
This is a birdie putt. Yeah, that's a terrific start. Couple over par yesterday. That gets her straight back to +1. And this was Patricia Sinalungan's second shot at the second. She birdied the first. Yeah, she's had a terrific year, a couple of wins on the LET Access Series. And Lydia Ko, drop shot early, but a birdie there at 4 gets it back to the level for the round. The Philippine player Pauline Del Rosario, tough start as well. This for a birdie at 5.
Tracking. And hello.
Something about that hole. All trying to emulate their heroes, Lydia Ko, So Yeon Yu. That's how things stand currently. Lydia currently 1 stroke ahead of Princess Mary Supra, where she started the day. But tough start for the Korean pair of So Yeon Yu and Bo Mi Lee, which really opens things up in the team's portion too.
Absolutely. Like I said, if both of them have a nightmare of a day, things can really change. I mean, you can see right there, Hyoju is having a much better day today, 2 under par, struggled yesterday, so it's going to get interesting.
I'm certainly looking forward to a great day of golf ahead. Pauline Del Rosario with her tee shot, 3 wood in hand.
There's a bunker on the right-hand side that's in play, 257 for some of these players. Whole location today, 6 on 5 from the left. You want to be more on the right-hand side of the fairway if you can, and she's done just that. Perfect angle into this whole location.
Up ahead at the green, Momoka Kabori, where she started the day at +4, 3rd shot out of the greenside bunker.
We talked a lot about how the Aussies and the Kiwis are great out of the sand.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Oh! What is it about it, huh? What is it about the sand?
Up ahead at the green, PK, birdie putt down the hill.
This is going to move left. Sleek. Go. Oh, the greens are rolling so beautifully today at 11.5 on the stimp.
Good start though for PK, remains at -3. Back down the fairway, Bomi Lee with her second shot, couple over par for the round. It's a beautiful golf swing. Unfortunately not a beautiful golf shot, and that's where Momoka Kabori was. That breeze just starting to pick up a little bit.
Yes.
Well, this is the tough par 3/8, 181 yards, plays a little bit up the hill, hybrid in hand for PK.
Bunkers protecting all corners of this green. I think she found one of them.
And the final player in this trio at the 8th, Momoka Kabori. Even par today, 5 wood as well.
It says 181, but it is playing 195 thanks to the whole location. Tucked right behind that bunker on the right-hand side. We're going to see a lot of golf balls there today.
Plenty of Rosario. 7, biggest tee shot of the 3, and she only hit 3 wood.
Sneaky long, she is. Ooh.
Is that left?
Looks like it. Oh!
Would you rather be there or in the sand? That's going to be a tricky chip out of the rough. Let's have a look at the team's leaderboard. Ooh, So-Young Yu, Bomi Lee, a 9-shot lead overnight. 5 of those shots have been evaporated.
This is getting interesting. I think this is as tight as the team leaderboard's been all week. Just 4 back. Like I said, if So-Young and Bomi just can't find anything going today, Hyoju and Yumin could be right up there by the end of day 2.
I love this team element. I really do. Hyoju Kim, Yumin Hwang. I mean, Hyoju Kim, number 8 in the world, major champion, playing with an 18-year-old who no doubt idolizes her outside the bunker, Suan.
I'm not too sure. It's tough to tell from this angle, but she's definitely got an uphill lie. Ball's going to go up.
No, she was in the sand.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful touch. Apparently that's the place to be. Shorts.
12 feet short of the hole. Let it run out. Oh, looks like she cut it a little thick. Some work left for PK on this tough par 3/8.
This is Momoka Kabori. We saw her just miss the green long and left here at 8, second shot.
You can see how soft those hands were as she was coming through the ball. That was just beautiful.
Well, the people watching just must be thinking how awesome these girls are around the greens. They've just got such good short games, haven't they?
Yes, if there's anything to learn this week, it's definitely their short games. Some of these girls.
This for another birdie to get it back to 6 under par.
Yes.
Oh, beautifully done. And showing a lot of poise, 3 over par through 4 holes. Not panicking. She's picked up 2 of those shots that she dropped. And
Just keep hitting good shots, put yourself in great position. As we watch Lydia here on the par 3/8 for a birdie. Oh.
Well, it's a shorter version than Champ Choi's putt, but I'm sure she would have learned a lot from putting into the grain and seeing Champ Choi's how slow it was.
A lot slower than the players anticipate up this hill here. Spoke to her yesterday, said it is very hot here in Jakarta. And she's just trying to keep cool.
Oh, boy, that is just slower than the players think. Is tracking. What a terrific year Lydia Ko has had. Won the Cambridge LPGA earlier in the year for her 17th LPGA Tour victory. Lydia Ko, she leads the way at 7 under par. So Yeon-Yu with a couple of birdies to get it back to 6 under par. But the mover today there has been Hyo-Joo Kim to get it to 2 under.
Some tough hole locations today, so we're not going to see that low scoring as we saw yesterday. The wind isn't quite as windy as yesterday, but I think it's going to get quite interesting as we move along.
Certainly will. Tough day here on day 2.
Hi, I'm Princess Mary.
Lydia Ko at the par 5 9th. This is a really tough tee shot. Out of bounds left, water on the right. Lydia Ko, why would you ever doubt that it's going anywhere but there?
Always a good sign when they pick up the tees that quickly.
Her swing is just so in sync. It's never rushed. Club never really gets behind her themselves. Arguably nothing.
I mean, this is going to be interesting to see what Soyeon's going to do here, because you don't want to get too cute and leave yourself short in that rough or even in that bunker. You just kind of take your medicine here, pick a landing spot. And two, with the Bermuda, it's easy to miss-hit chips like that. Looks like she's going with a high shot.
It is downhill once it gets on the putting surface, and you will have seen So Yeon-Yu had ball in hand there. Players playing lift, clean and place this week through the green. Had a lot of rain leading into the tournament. Plenty of mud balls out there, which is certainly going to help on a shot like this, but it's still not easy at all.
Looks like she's going to try and play this like a bunker shot. Wide open stance, wide open club face, big swing, lots of speed through the ball. Definitely want to make sure you have acceleration.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wow. Wow.
Well, even the best in the world do it. Gosh, that is flabbergasting.
What just happened?
She had a Korean LPGA Tour. She's only 27 years old. She won the Evian at the age of 19. One major under her belt. Super impressive. Great start today. 3 under through 4. That drop shot at 5. Been very steady since, but a couple of par 5s this night. 3 years ago when he won the New Zealand PGA Championship on the PGA Tour of Australasia. Now So Yeon-Yu, third shot at the par 3 8th. Oh,
I was just about to say, you do not want to get too cute on that shot and leave yourself with another chip.
Well, she's already had one double bogey today at the 4th. She bogeyed the 2nd. Picked up a couple of birdies, but Lydia Ko's 2nd of 9. Interesting rehearsal there. What's she working on, Sue-Ann?
I believe she's just trying to keep that club outside her hands. Get it more on plane on the way back. That looks like a great shot. Great swing.
Not much can go wrong with that swing. That's a couple of good hits. Excellent opportunity to pick up a stroke here. She'll only have a sandwich in for her 3rd. The caddy there finished tied for 34th in the Indonesian Open here last month on the Asian Tour. Okay, Yumin Huang, this for a birdie to get to -3 at 10.
This is going to be huge for the team.
That didn't learn a thing from Hyo-Joo Kim. That wasn't her best effort, and not a gimme either.
That was not her best putt. Came left off the face. Had 0 chance.
You've just got to be so careful on these grainy greens with every single putt. Nothing can be taken for granted. This one 3 feet, but it appears it'll have just a hair of left to right in it. You've got to remain very committed.
You do, and these putts, you know, we've seen, they don't move quite as much. You just want to just inside left, uphill firm. Perfect. Now the way that Soyeon is playing, and Bomi, if Yumin and Hyo-Joo can just turn it on, get some red numbers in.
We're seeing birdies, near eagles, double bogeys, and that's how things stand. Lydia Ko 1 stroke in front. So Yeon-Yu going in the wrong direction. So too her partner Bomi Lee, and things are tightening up.
Watch out for Hyo-Joo. She turns it on the back 9. Be really good. PK as well. She started off pretty good. Now she's just dropped a couple of shots.
Good to see a couple of amateurs too on the first 2 pages. A couple of Indonesian players, Yoko there at +1. Natasha Un from Malaysia, recently turned professional. Hot, humid conditions, a little bit of breeze gusting up to about 20 kilometres per hour. Let's look at the par 5 9th. Lydia Ko leading the way at 7 under par. Her partner Momoka Kabori even par today. And at 3 under in the teams, they're now only 4 shots behind.
As we've said time and again throughout the coverage, with this team format, 2 scores count. Both players have to turn up and play their A games. Otherwise, as we've seen already today from Bomi and Soyeon, things can change quite quickly with the team format. So if I were these players like PK and Cham Choi, I would be hanging around, grinding it, trying to just stay patient, make as many birdies as you can. And the way things are going, they could be leading or even come quite close to leading it.
Well, no one's immune from their struggles. Soyeon Yu, a multiple major champion, and you've seen this morning just really, really battling. Now, PK for a birdie up the hill, but realistically, 2-foot circle from here would be excellent.
And just put herself out of position for that layup. That was well judged.
Beautiful putt from PK. She'll remain at -2, going along very steadily. An excellent career. Multiple wins on the Thai LPGA Tour, and that's a par. Even par through 9 holes at 2 under, and she's only 5 behind the lead. Par 5 9th. Momoka Kabori will be next to putt. Birdie putt to get to +3, but Lydia Ko, her partner, at -7. This would get the team to -4 and only 3 strokes back of Soyeon Yu and Bomi Lee.
And that's if Lydia makes her putt too. That will make them a lot closer to the lead on the team leaderboard.
Yeah, they both hole. They're only 2 shots behind.
Lydia's definitely in make range, especially for Lydia. Pretty straightforward putt here, not much movement. Yes.
Beautifully done. Momoka Kabori, 1 under par today through 9 holes. Today, to say the least. Now back at the 9th, needs to stop the bleeding. Soyeon. Likes that one. Yeah, that's perfect down the left-hand side. Would love a birdie here. Good crowds out following. 12,000 in attendance yesterday. Similar number today. Now Momoka Kabori at 10. Playing on the LET Access Tour in Europe this year. The first 3 events. Win, runner-up.
That's not too shabby.
So impressive. She had a couple of runner-ups on the WPGA in Australia earlier this year. Now Yumin Huang, second at 11.
I love this golf swing. Certainly one of my most favorite out here. That's just a little long. Perhaps misjudged the wind. I think she thought it was going to hurt a little bit more than it did. Now Cham Choi on the 10th. Made a par here yesterday. 355 yards.
That's a good golf swing. Right on plane. Great move through the ball, and that's perfect on the right-hand side. Speaking of accuracy, Lydia Ko last missed a fairway in 2015, I believe. 3 wood off 10.
Smart play here, just taking those bunkers out of range.
Laying it well back. Lydia Ko still leading the way, 1 under par for the round through 9 holes. Princess Mary Superal, 8 pars in her second round. She's won back. So Yeon Yu, of course, has had a struggle, but it's Yumin Hwang and Hyo-Ju Kim who we're keeping an eye on. They're both going along really nicely today.
Tough conditions today. Not as many red numbers. Only 9 players in the field of 44 who are under par. We spoke about this. Some tough hole locations today.
So there's PK going along nicely as well. 2 under par.
Yeah, you can just see this line with hazard on the left-hand side. Slight little dog leg to the left. 251 to that bunker on the right-hand side, which is not going to be in play at all this week. That's your landing zone for most of the players in the field. Today's hole location, 18 on 6 from the right. Does play a little advantage if you're coming from the left-hand side of the fairway. 27 paces long, very wide, and playing over par today. 27 pars and just only 4 birdies. This is gonna see a few balls on the right-hand side of the collection area.
Shinohara for birdie at 15. Easily the best second shot we've seen in there today. Takes full advantage. And she's only 4 strokes back now at -2. Some trials and tribulations at the 16th for Hyo-Ju Kim. This for a par. What a save this would be.
Oh, that's so big. Not just for her, but for the team as well. Keeps them in the lead.
You can see how much confidence she has just by smacking it in there. Look at that shirt. Tee it high, let it fly. She's doing exactly that today. Under par. And that ties them for the lead.
A little bit of momentum swinging this way for Team Korea.
Well, this would give the team the lead if So Yeon Yu can
Yes.
hold this. Yes, she can. Oh, you beauty. That was well deserved. She's hung in there the last few holes. That's the smile we love to see. And all of a sudden, yes. Finally made one, she says. And all of a sudden, in the space of 30 or 40 seconds, our overnight leaders who completely lost their lead, blew their lead, are now back in front.
Yeah, we just know that feeling she's feeling right now. Like, oh my goodness, I finally played a hole the way I know I'm capable of doing. It's been a long day for So-Yeon.
Well, Rosario, this to get to 3 under for the round. Oh, that would have put Team Philippines only 1 stroke behind. But it is getting very, very tight in the teams portion here. We have 4 teams within 4 shots of the lead. Both Korean teams, the Philippines and New Zealand, battling it out. Vani Kapoor, a 4th shot at the 18th. Oh! See the DLF on her shirt and hat there. I played a Johnny Walker Classic many years ago at DLF Country Club in Delhi. Boy, hard golf course that one. Princess Mary Superal after a sensational bunker shot. This to save par at 15, maintain the lead. Beautifully done.
How about that? She's even par for the day and she's in the lead.
Unflappable. Lydia Ko, 1 over for the day. She's 1 behind, her second at 16. Trying to draw it in there. And she had it right on line, but club shy. Yumin Hwang at 18 on this par 5. 2 massive hits to hit.
Well, we saw Lydia chip in yesterday for an eagle. Can she do the same? No, but it's a kicking birdie for Yumin. She would be very happy with today's round. Anything under par is a fantastic round in these very, very tough playing conditions.
Well, that'll be a round of 70 if she can tap that in, and only 3 strokes back. Now, Cham Choi, after driving it into the fairway bunker, this is a 3rd at the par 4 16th.
Oh, she's a long way back. Trying to draw one into this left-hand hole location. Saddle.
Sit there, sit there. Well, she hold it from off the green on 11. She's going to need to do it again here at 16 to save par. Tough hole, this 16th. That's Amandeep Kaur just tapping in for her par at 18. Just a thrill for this Indian pair today, playing alongside a star in Hyoju Kim and the 18-year-old star of the future, Yumin Huang. 77 today from Amandeep Kaur. Got off to a good start, but tough stretch there. 3 6s through the middle of the round. Vani Kapoor, she's had an excellent round. A couple under par in tough conditions. But Hyoju Kim, she will be first to putt here at 18. Outside chance for a birdie. This for a round of 5 under par 67. And to move her within 1 stroke of the lead, Suan, having started 7 back.
I mean, what an interesting day it's been. I certainly wouldn't have thought that I'll be here 5 hours later looking at that leaderboard and how it's turned out. But Hyoju, I mean, not surprising. She's got so much experience. She's very much a very consistent player, great iron player as well. And today she just turned things up, trying to just get one on the 18th. Not quite. It's not that quick from back there.
Still an excellent round of golf. It's been a fabulous performance today, and we've certainly seen why Hyoju Kim is a top 10 player in the world. Next to putt here will be Vani Kapoor, using the aim point method. So many of the players adopting that these days. I love this 18th hole. Real risk-reward hole. We saw it yesterday. Lydia Ko made eagle. Nako Shibuno made a 7 after a good tee shot. And that water lurking all the way around the left-hand side, it certainly sets up for a thrilling finish tomorrow.
Plus with the wind conditions today, downwind, it's going to be tough to stop your wedges, as we've spoken before. We've seen Hyoju just not able to stop one on this green, even from the fairway. This is for a par. Got a good read from Hyoju. Downhill, but it's not that quick. Yes.
Oh, and the fist pump. I love it. But did not want to drop a shot there. She loves it with just a sandwich in hand. And that is a fabulous round. Bogey free. 2 under par. Really, really well done, young lady. Take a bow. It's just so good to see. There needs to be more team golf. I love it.
I agree.
Playing for a birdie and a round of 70. Oh, what about the golf from this group today? Yumin Huang 70, Vani Kapoor 70, Hyoju Kim 68 in tough conditions.
I'm telling you, I think it's a lot to do with the energy of the group and the team situation. Everyone's feeding off each other. I mean, yesterday, Soyeon and Bomi, they were just feeding off each other's energy. Played well, both of them yesterday, and today just struggling. So I think the fact that it is a team event makes that even more.
Very fluid situation, a lot of volatility and fluctuation on that leaderboard. Superal leading the way by 1 over Bomi Lee and Lydia Ko.
Hyoju Kim as well, round of the day so far, and her playing partner Yumin Huang, teammate. What great going it is for them. 9 back in the team they started.
So yeah, I knew it was good to see her get the birdie there at 15. She gets back to +5 for the round after a very, very rough patch in the middle of the round. Jaravi Boonchant 2 under par today. Got 3 holes remaining here on day 2 of the Simone Asia Pacific Cup. At the 18th, the amateur Christina Yoko. This for an eagle. Beautifully done for the Augusta University student. She's had a couple of collegiate wins this year. And you know, if you go to Augusta University, where you get to play golf a couple of times per year, Augusta National.
One of the best places I've been in my entire life is Augusta National. It's a magical place, that is. She should be very happy with that round today. Even par.
Excellent performance. I mean, she's an amateur playing in college. even par, and one of the best players in the world, Lydia Ko, over par for the round. Bomi Lee for a par at 16. She remains 5 under par, equal second place in the individual, just 2 strokes behind. And her and So-Yeon Yu now back in the lead in the teams. Par 5, 18th to come. Good chance for these players. And at 17, Momoka Kobori coming off a bogey at 16. This would be clutch at 17. You little beauty.
Man, has she just scrambled so well today. Making so many long-range putts.
Oh, that was Patricia Shinalugan, the amateur, at 18. That was for a birdie. A couple of amateurs up there in contention. Great to see. She also playing collegiate golf in the US, University of North Texas. So many of these players we've spoken about on multiple occasions have either gone through the college system or are currently there. Great pathway, great platform. Lydia Ko for a birdie at 17. Is to get within 1 of the lead. Oh, Lydia Ko. Of course she holds it. She birdied it yesterday, birdied it today, back to even par for the round, and we know what she can do in 18 because we saw something special there yesterday.
I think something that people can learn at home from these players, especially in today's playing conditions, is that you just cannot give up. You got to just keep plodding your way through this golf course. Hang in there. Just coming up short.
Yeah, that was Kokona Sakurai there at 18. 3 over par round of 75. She's at +1. Love her outfit, though, if that counts for anything. Back at 16, and the final match, this is Cham Choi. Sorry, 17. This for a bogey.
Interesting putting with the flag in from this range.
Oh, well, you know what? For 15 holes, she was just grinding it out. She was missing green after green and getting up and down or even chipping in. It's just so hard to do for 18 holes, and she's been found out on the last couple of holes. Bogey at 16, double there, and the ties are out of contention.
Yeah, at one point, you're going to just put a lot of pressure on the flat stick. As we watch Maria Shinohara on the 18th, trying to clean up her par.
Yeah, that's a good performance. Even par today, 1 under yesterday. She's still in contention, just 6 strokes behind. We've seen some good playing out here on day 2, particularly towards the latter half of the day. It's tough going on the front 9. 25-year-old Maria Shinohara there. It's Princess Mary Superal, who is 7 under par. We just saw Lydia Ko make birdie at 17, so she's actually only 1 stroke behind.
Some great golf from Hyoju Kim, Yumin Huang, chasing that team leaderboard. They just lost that lead, but Jaravi Bunchat, 2 under as well.
It's going to be really exciting to see how the rest of this round plays out on day 2 at Simone Asia Pacific Cup.
Eagle yesterday. So far, no eagles today, but could happen in this group.
Not yet. It's not going to happen with Cham Choi, I don't think. Stranger things have happened, but this is not an easy layup. Important not to try and bite off too much here and just get it over the lip, get it out of the bunker. Stood over that for a long time. Well, it looks like she's drawn a decent lie, but that's going to be a longish third shot and not ideal coming from the rough downwind. Back in the fairway, Momoka Kobori been very impressed today. I know I've been singing her praises the last couple of days. 1 under par in heady company in tough conditions. Just such an awkward layup, Sue-Ann.
It is a very uncomfortable layup. It's one that I don't want to play. As you can tell, she's just aiming this right of that bunker on the right-hand side. Play a little baby draw, and that is perfect. So intimidating, but where she's from, though, is actually a good spot because you don't really see the water at all.
There it is. It's back there in the middle of the fairway, going to leave most probably a full wedge in.
It's much harder to lay up on the 18th if you're on the right-hand side of the fairway. As you can see, this is what Lydia is facing. Downhill lie. Looks like she's going for it.
Yeah, that wind coming down off the right-hand side. If she can put it in a similar position to yesterday, I think she'll be pretty pleased.
Honestly, I like this play. Just takes water completely out of it.
Oh, thrilling. A huge gallery here at 18. And that's in good position. It's going to be a longer shot than what she had yesterday, but certainly an excellent chance for her to finish with back-to-back birdies. Back to our leader at 17, Princess Mary Superall, second shot at the par 3. Yeah, not too bad. That will be to remain in the lead. Very old school chipping method there. Very open stance. That was a few moments ago. Now Bo-Mi Lee, this is a tough bunker shot. Oh, exactly the same as Cham Choi Suan.
Life-changing.
It really is. There's no question about that. Now, So Yeon Yu, a really, really rough day. We don't have to emphasize that too much. If you've been watching, you would have seen the struggles, but a birdie at 15, a birdie at 16. This for another one at 18 to get within 3 of the lead. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well deserved. She hung in there so well today. 2 thumbs up. That's gold. I love it.
Wow, she's just turned a round of 80 into a 75.
She's made 5 birdies today with her, what, E game, F game?
I don't know. I think she'll say Z game.
Z game, yeah. I mean, that was just really, really impressive. And I keep harping on about the mental toughness, and that's why she has been one of the best players in the world for a long, long time. Able to turn it around when it mattered.
I mean, 96 top 10s.
That's incredible, isn't it? And you know what? That's just given that team of Bo-Mi Lee and So Yeon Yu a 2-stroke lead, and it could very well be 3 here in a minute. Rosario, this for a round of 3 under par 69 to get back to level par for the tournament, and it would put Team Philippines within a couple of strokes of the lead.
Putted really well today. This is going to be an uphill, very simple putt. Not much to it at all. Needs to hit this firm into the green. Yeah, just not enough speed. Just not enough speed.
So disappointing. A very, very nice performance, though. A round of 2 under par 70 in tough conditions and some esteemed company. Global audience, television cameras on you. She has a big future. I'm impressed with her game, Rosario.
I totally agree. I think she's got such a great game, a great demeanor about her. She's already been playing some great golf professionally. Wouldn't be surprised to see her on the LPGA at some point.
Not at all. Has all the tools. Now this lady, Bo-Mi Lee, excellent chance for a birdie here. She was a couple over par for the round, and this is for a level par round of 72 that would put her to 5 under and only 2 strokes back of our leader, Princess Mary Superall.
Also to put their team 1 more ahead.
Yeah, they will go a couple of strokes ahead at 9 under the team if this goes in. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. A clap from her teammate So Yeon Yu, and they really turned things around in this second 9, didn't they?
Wow. I mean, just not even the whole of second 9, the last 5 holes, really. They've just turned it on and brought their A game. They're like, hey, look, we need to step up here. Well, giving away too many strokes.
It's great to see. Great to see. It was tough going on that front 9, but really, really turned it around. And on the back 9, all 4 of these players really playing some excellent golf. Rosario in your picture there, a round of 2 under par 70. Players making their way to the scoring hut through these large galleries here in Jakarta. that's how things stand at the end of 36 holes on the individual leaderboard. Suan, Princess Mary Superal, super impressive.
Look at all those Korean flags on that leaderboard. 3 of them tied for third. Bomi Lee, Hyo-Joo Kim with a great round, lowest round.